next, if you have any questions, please type in the chat. Okay, while I address the H1 and M15 entry example so far, and I'll be using this kind of models, when I have enough entries, then I would be explaining them. So it gives time for people to put in the questions if they have fundamental or whatnot. Okay, so let's jump into the entries. Now, all these entries here, I use the H1 or the M15 depending which one triggers, and it's all based on the reports. Yeah, all based from the report. So this is the 25th of March report over here. We were looking for the Aussie dollar to consolidate, and then you look for bearish price action at the 65.50 area, right? So if you can see over here, what happened is that this particular area, that is the swing. On the 15-minute, that is the swing low, right? So what happened is that you can see, and remember, I want a strong pushing movement down before that swing low, starting before the swing low. So we had that continuous bearish movements, long candles coming down. And if you remember, if we have the highs, if we have, the lows, 3 consecutive lows, and there's a gap in between, the nearest gap is the one. So this is the 50% entry over here. So this is where you would have placed your entry right over here. So we are talking this roughly about, let's say, less than 10 pip risk over here. And from there, as you can see, it came down, consolidate, and still push down right over here. So the maximum movement that you can see from the screen was even a 7-to-1 risk reward already. Okay, so that is the Aussie dollar. And then on the 27th of March, we had this news coming out from the pound dollar. So you remember, I was saying that if this is consolidating, it can push down one more time to the 25.30 area and push up once again. Now this one was more of hourly chart entry. Now, normal times, right? I do not recommend to attempt this kind of entries whereby you have a push down and then you consolidate and an extremely strong push down. So what happened over here is that it consolidated for a short while, came down, made a newer low, and then that's it. So this kind of entries, you take it only if and only if that is the absolute place that you really want to enter already. You feel that, this is the place it should be moving up. If you take it, then take those trades. And with this kind of trades, right, taking of it with this kind of patterns, I would then need you to double confirm. If this like a pound dollar, you have to double confirm with the dollar index, double confirm with the euro dollar as well, as checking the fundamentals, what could really happen before taking those trades. Okay, if you see this kind of patterns. Okay, so next we have the the silver over here. That was the 1st of April. Now, basically, I told you guys this is not April Fool kind of thing, right? So look for bullish price action at the 24.85 area. So if you look at the M15, M15, what happened was that it came down to the 24.85 area, right? And then what happened was price traded up, and then after that, one move down and three. Remember, there are two types of entries. One is breaking the swing high, one is creating a break of structure. So this is more of a break of structure entry on the M15. And due to multiple, you see, consecutive, this movement is consecutive, moving up and up and up and up and up all the way. So I treat this as something like a very strong bullish momentum right up here. So with this, right, remember the concept where we have multiple bullish candles choose the gap that is nearest to the top. So this was the gap that's nearest to the top right over here. So right here, and then that was your 50% entry. And now you know where the silver is, right? Because this was also because this remember told you guys about the what do you call that? The silver report, remember, where I told you that the whenever silver gold silver ratio is above the 90% mark, either silver will go up or the dollar can come down. And due to momentum, what we saw was that was this potential gave to us. It came to our level, reacted to our level, and there you can see that movement. So if you put your stop losses at this level, right, it's just a very nice return for your silver. Even if you put it here, it's still a good return anyway. Okay, so that was the silver entry. This one was the S&P 500. If price consolidate here on after, look for bearish price action at 5220 or 5240. This was the 3rd of April. And there you go, the bearish engulfing pattern came in. Strong push down over here. So this probably will give you something like a 5-1 return, you know, kind of thing. So yeah, so this is the H1 entry for the S&P 500. Then next you have the dollar yen. I was saying to look for bullish price action at the 150.60. Remember that potential push down and then go up. That was the report on the 5th of April. There you go. Now this one you really need to see. Now your eyes need to train really well. Okay, so you see this low right over here, and then this low. It did not make a lower low, right? So basically what happened is that price push up, came down, and push up again. So it create that break of structure already, right? The trend confirmation. So if you were to look into the entire upper area, oh, this was very strong, and the push happened above and it closed above here, right? So that is like a confirmation of that trend, number one. Number two, the gaps, right, this is the high, the last highs. Also, this is the 50% entry. So you can see price came to that 50% entry and started moving up. So that was some nice trade right over there, right? So that's why I said the beauty of this is that if you see it long enough, it can actually train your eyes not to, it helps in a way to not simply take trades. If you don't see this kind of price action, you don't take, then yeah, you are safe from taking unnecessary trades. Okay, so this is the last of the examples already. So with that, I think I'll do the corrections for the Nasdaq because there are no questions already. I'll end the meeting. Just to let you know, I won't be sending any reports on Wednesday. The next report I'll be sending out will be on Friday. So if there's anything, I will post it on the Telegram instead. So with that, I wish those going for holiday, happy holidays, and those celebrating the Raya, Selamat Hari Raya, and have a wonderful trading week, everybody. Thank you and good night. Welcome, welcome.